This is an organic sunshade, sunscreen, if you would, that we put on to try and limit the amount of sunburn. Cara Caras, they get sunburned very easily. They're kind of like a Nordic person out in the desert sun. You can delete that. But yeah, they'll get sunburned very, very easily. Now you look at the bloods, and we don't have anything on them. Why? In my opinion, two reasons. Number one, I call it, they're an inside fruit. They're hanging inside where they have shade, leaf shade. That's number one. Number two, it's a variety that doesn't burn necessarily. You can find sunburn here and there, for example. Again, you have fruit that is exposed directly to the afternoon sun, and you can see that sunburn, a tad bit of sunburn. But it's also an outside piece of fruit, and it is what it is. On the other fruit, you can see it's inside. There's just no way the sun's going to get at that. As a direct, sun rays on that fruit. The Cara Caras, you can easily see that it's an outside growing piece of fruit, and it has much more exposure to the sun, direct sunlight. I'm talking direct sunlight. All plants need sunshine, but it has more exposure. So that's what we tried to do to try and limit that. Last year, if you go back in the archives, you will see that I mentioned that we really got hammered with sunburn. Really got hammered. The packouts were terrible, and obviously we lost a lot of money on that. So we're learning as we go. Every block's different, in my opinion, and we learned what this block can and cannot handle last year. So we learn as we go. As a general rule of thumb, we will never thin to get bigger fruit. The varieties that we have here and the rootstocks that we have lend itself better to really supporting what the tree decides to set. We always wish we had more on the tree, let me put it that way. I'll tell you what Cindy says. She thinks the Cara Caras are the best navel. But like anything else, it depends on the year. Are you going to get enough heat to produce that sugar? Are you going to get enough coolness to bring that color? And it varies every single year. I like Cara Caras. I would probably like the old line Washington navel simply because it has a little more acid in it. And if you pick it, especially later in the year, and you have both the acid and the sugar, that's what a navel orange is. And I still like that. But I'll eat the Cara Caras every day that I can because it's good. The blood is a unique taste, and I actually like it, but it's not something that I would sit down and eat 5 or 6 of them in a row, where a Washington navel or a Cara Cara I could. But I do like them because it's that unique flavor that, you got to expand your horizons a little bit. And again, some years when they come in with good high sugar, you won't find anything better. They'll even rival the Cara Caras, but every year is different. Every year is different.